Good morning, SM, and welcome to Eagle TV 2.0. On today's show, we will look at some brief announcements, a Black History Month segment, a sports update with Aiden and Andrew, and a special surprise. It all starts right now.
Good morning, SM, and welcome to Eagle TV 2.0. I'm your host, Matthew Pierce.
And I'm Julia Swanson. Once again, we have a great show for you today, so stay tuned.
Jumping right into it, let's get caught up on some announcements.
Juniors and seniors, today is the last day to turn in your CSF application. Make sure to turn them in on time.
Next week is SM Giving Week. The Eagle Fun and Drive-Thru Family Dinner will be held on February 22nd from 3 to 5 p.m. at SM. We hope to see you and your family there.
Lastly, students, make sure to check your email for the SM weekly updates, as well as your teams for updates specific to your grade level. That wraps it up for announcements.
Awesome. Julia, did you know it's Black History Month?
I actually did, but I don't know much about it.
Well, lucky for us, we have Annie Movahill with a bit of insight on it. Annie, please take it away.
Hi guys, it's Annie Movahill, and since it is February, it is Black History Month, and I just wanted to tell you guys about the life about some incredible African Americans and their contribution to society. So today we're going to be talking about Madam C.J. Walker, who invented a line of African American hair products after suffering from a scalp ailment that resulted in her hair loss. She was one of the first African American and American women to be a self-made millionaire. She was born December 23rd, 1867, and her parents had worked slaves and had recently been freed. She moved to Mississippi and worked picking cotton and doing things like that. However, she was not a slave. However, she was in an oppressive working environment, and so she married a man named Moses McWilliams and had a child. However, he unfortunately died. So she needed to find a job. So she attended public night school wherever she could to get more education so she could work more. While she was in St. Louis, she met her husband, Charles J. Walker, who worked in advertising and later would help her promote her hair care business. During the 1890s, she developed a scalp disorder that caused her to lose most of her hair. She began to experiment with home remedies and store-bought hair care treatments in an attempt to improve her condition. And in 1905, she was hired as a commission agent by Annie Turnbull Malone, a successful black hair care product entrepreneur, and she moved to Denver, Colorado. While there, Sarah's husband Charles helped her create advertisements for a hair care treatment for African Americans. She was also encouraged to change her name from Sarah to go by Madam C.J. Walker, which is a bit more memorable to help sell the product. And she helped develop the Walker method and gave demonstrations around the South and Southeast, which involved using a formula of pomade, brushing, and the use of heated combs to help on African Americans' hair. Eventually, in 1908, she opened a factory and a beauty school, and she earned around several $1 million. They also did not just make cosmetics, the company also trained sales beauticians, which helped promote the product and also was able to help advance the status of African Americans in society. C.J. Walker helped open a market to the African Americans, helping them be even more integrated in a community that was very divided, and helped give a place for them where they felt safe and secure and could be confident in themselves, as well as proving that women, especially African American, could successfully operate an amazing business and earn their own money.
Moving on to a different kind of update, let's turn it over to Aiden and Andrew to see what's going on with sports here at SM and in the NBA.
Take it away, guys.
What's up, guys? It's Aiden.
And I'm Andrew Elvis.
And we're back at you with another sports update, so let's get started. So right now, let's talk about River Carracrafts. Now, he was undrafted for the Eagles and went to the Eagles, and then he went to the Broncos and then went to the 49ers. What do you think about him?
Listen, this guy's worked his way up. He's been a super great guy, great wide receiver for the Broncos, and definitely well-deserved for the Niners. And let me tell you, he's a former SM Eagle, and he's just by his contract decision, he's just showing why hard work pays off in the sports world, and it's great that a football alumni for the Eagles can just show that all the hard work definitely pays off. So best of luck to him, and can't wait to see him score some touchdowns for the Niners. Yep. So moving on to the NBA, we had a bit of an injury scare with Anthony Davis on the Lakers, and it's an Achilles injury, but it's like a Achilles strain. So, Aiden, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, honestly, I think they're gonna bounce back. You know, with LeBron James probably gonna go back to 2018 LeBron, his
Okay.
MVP status, and also we're gonna look at Kuzma finally getting a better role, especially getting more touches and things like that. We're gonna see Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, and maybe Marc Gasol finally do something. Who knows?
Definitely, definitely. He is a big part of their team overall, and it will definitely be fun to see what he can do and the rest of the team can do around him. So I honestly can't wait to see what's going to happen with the Lakers. And lastly, moving on to SM sports news, our boys cross country team got their first win of the year against St. John Bosco at J. Sarah High School, winning 30-26. And this was a great all-around team, and they were led by Zachary Gibson, the freshman stud, as well as Troy Colston anchoring for the seniors. And it was a great team effort. Aiden, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't know much about lacrosse, but what a great win for SM.
Yeah, no, perfect way to start the season, and best of luck to the boys this upcoming Saturday as they face J. Sarah for their next cross-country win. So can't wait to see what happens, boys.
Well, that's all we got for you for this SM Sports Update. I'm Aiden.
And I'm Andrew Ellis. Let's send it back to the host in the studio.
Wow, thanks guys. I'm so glad we have you here to help us with our sports news.
Agreed. Well, SM, that wraps up our show for today. Thanks for watching this edition of Eagle TV 2.0. I'm Julia Swanson.
And I'm Matthew Pierce. Have a great day, SM.
Wow, that was strange. Matthew, what's going on with your hair?
I honestly don't really know, but this
And
is really weird.
Who are you guys?
Well, Shaboomski SM, what's up? It's Malad,
And I'm Will. I'm Matthew.
and this is actually our debut of our first ever Super Random Conversations. Now, SM, you're like, what even is that? That's why we have Will here.
We got 90 seconds to talk about whatever we want. We're not even sure what we're gonna be talking about. It'll just be super random, super fun, and it's gonna be a good time, guys.
You hear it? No script, no nothing. Just what's going on in our head, and that's it. Matthew, you want to give us an example of something we'd talk about?
Well, we were eating Cane's earlier, and we were like, this coleslaw, do you like it? Do you not? Stay tuned. Maybe we'll talk about it in this first episode that we have coming up.
You never know. Well, that's all the time we have for our little explanation, but make sure to check all the Eagle TV videos so you can see our first ever episode of Super Random Stuff.
Wow, that was interesting. I can't wait for more to come. Well, SM, that wraps up our show for today. Thank you for watching this edition of Eagle TV 2.0. I'm Julia Swanson.
And I'm Matthew Pierce. Have a great day, SM.